What's good? How's everybody doing? It's Kyle here from Sound Progression, and in this video, I'm going to be giving an overview of FL Studio and talking about very important features that FL Studio offers, and also shortcuts to improve your workflow and to help you familiarize yourself with the software as well. So, with FL Studio, there is four main windows when we're creating our music that we use. And the first one's this far left one where my mouse is now, called the browser. And the browser is basically what it says on the tin. It allows you to browse through your samples. You can search through your sounds that you want to use in that track. The next thing is the step sequencer. So this is the where my mouse is right now. And this section here allows us to program musical parts. So whether we want to make drum loops, whether we want to make piano melodies, anything creative we do in inside the step sequencer. And if you look up by here, we got this number 2 here, or could be a number 1. That is a pattern. So for example, if I just made a quick pattern here in pattern 1, if I click and drag up, you will see it's gone. So what FL Studio does is it allows you to work in patterns so that you can bring things in and out, if that makes sense. It'll soon make sense anyway. So that's the first two. The next one is the playlist, which is this one here. And the playlist is like your canvas, right? So we can use all the patterns that we make in tracks and layer them up and drop things in and out, and we do it all in the in this playlist. So I could, if I want to draw pattern 1 like that, and I want to go to pattern 2, I could do that, right? So each of these patterns would have musical data, you could say, inside them. But for this just quick example, I'm just showing you that you can put the patterns on top of each other, play more than one pattern at once. So the last one, which we were going to address, is the mixer, which is here. And the mixer is where you're able to control the volume and the way that your sound sounds. So if you wanted to make things sound more bassy inside the mixer, this is where we would affect sounds and change the characteristics. So those are the most important windows to know about. And they all do have shortcuts. To access the playlist, you can hit F5, and as you can see, it disappears, and then if I press it again, it comes back. F6 is for the step sequencer, and F9 is for the mixer. So them ones are very important. I use them in every session, so take note of those. So yeah, that's a basic overview right now of FL Studio. So the next thing we want to be looking at is how we can bring sounds into FL Studio. So as you can see, I've already got some loaded here, but how I would load sounds in is I've already set a folder up called drum kits, and I'll show you how to set that up as well. So I open up my drum kits folder, and I go to my low key kits folder, and I got some sounds here. So I could drop and drag those in. So left click, drag, and drop it underneath the last one, and then it's another sound added. So you can do it with multiple sounds. I might just drop another sound in, and then another sound, and you can just get creative from there. Not that that's any good, but but yeah, you know what's up, right? So that's how you pull your samples into FL Studio. And the next thing I want to show is how to load up instruments, which is very, very important. So on the top bar, in the top left corner, you'll see channels. So what we want to do is left click on channels, and we want to click on add, well, hover over add one, sorry, don't click, and then you'll get all your plugins here, right? So everyone will have FL keys. So we're going to open FL Keys, and we have hey, lovely piano, right? Absolutely amazing. Right, so what we can do, this is another window, it's important as well, is right click on FL Keys and you can click piano roll like that, and you'll get a piano roll up. You wouldn't have guessed, right? And what the piano roll does is it allows you to draw musical notes in, if that makes sense. So if I want to just draw some notes quickly for an example. So you can build your melodies inside this window, and if I just go back a sec, as you can see again, I wanted to show in the pattern. You can see there's musical data there, but if I change pattern, it's you can't see it. That's because we're in that pattern. So you could draw that in the playlist like I'm doing, and if we just add a clap, for example, and change the song mode as well. This is something I forgot to mention actually. By the play bar by here, you've got pattern and song mode. So pattern will play what's in this pattern only that I'm selected, but song mode will play everything that I've put on the playlist. So I've gone to song mode and I'll click play. So yeah, so that's how that works, and yeah, all good, right? So another way to access the piano roll is to click this little, if you can see by these squares, right? It's like a little like darkened out like sort of oval shape. Just make sure that's green, and then just click F7, and F7 will is the shortcut for opening the piano roll up. Inside the piano roll as well, you can change note values. So if you wanted to have shorter, choppier notes, you can click here and go to half step, and that allows you to pull it even shorter. Whereas if I just leave it on cell, as you can see, I can only go to these values that the cells show. So it just makes the grid smaller. So if you're doing things like hi-hats in like trap music, it's absolutely brilliant. It's it's what you need to get that sound, you know. So that's a basic overview of FL Studio. I think that this is enough just to help people get familiar. Oh yeah, drum kits. How to load drum kits. I'll show you that quickly as well. So what you can do is just click options on the top, go to file settings, and you have browse extra search folders here, right? So what I'll do is click on one of these folder icons, and yeah, so I got this grinder die kit here. I can just click on that and click OK, and this kit now will appear in green here, you see. So that's the kit now, and then you see there's all sounds in there, and you know, I can drop and drag them into the project, put that there, maybe make a pattern and just play it once like that, and that's basically a very simple overview of FL Studio, how to use the software, and you know, some shortcuts which are going to be vital in, you know, as you develop and as you get more and more creative and experience with the software. Anyway, thank you guys. I hope you found this useful, and stay tuned for the next video.